Hey everybody, and welcome back to another sort of Dorico related video. This is specifically mostly for our Windows friends because I haven't run into this specifically on Mac, but have you ever run into this error? That's right, you go to click the automatic installer in the Dorico download and it just fails on you. And this happens in both Dorico and this is the Halion instrument, but the process of fixing it is the same. So let's go ahead and fix a download error here in the Steinberg download assistant. So if you come across this error message, which I'm not 100% sure why it happens, there is a really easy fix for it. Because of the way the download manager works, it literally downloads all of the files, installers and the sound files, and then from there, it launches the independent applications. So all we really need to do is go find those independent applications and launch them. So I'm gonna go ahead and clear this error message here. And then I'm gonna go up to the installer of the program. So here's the Halion program. And I'm gonna click over here on the little down arrow next to install, and I'm gonna hit open folder. And from here, it's going to take you to the folder where it downloaded the install file. I'm gonna double click on that to open it, and then I'm gonna go and I'm gonna find the one called setup. Now, on some of these, it makes it look like you need to click on the one that's called Halion or the name of the program. So instead of clicking on the install file that is the name of the program, we do need to click on this one called setup. And then it's going to fire up the program itself, and we're just going to go through the steps, and we're going to agree to our terms. And in many of the programs in Steinberg, it will pre-check your computer to see if anything has already been installed, which it has. So you can see here, we're going to leave those alone, but we need to install Halion 7, and so we're going to leave it in the default location, hit next, and fire it up. And there the program's installed. Now, you would think it would be that easy to install the sound files, and it is, but it looks a little bit different. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on the content for Halion, which is the instruments, and we're going to click on the little down arrow, and we're going to open that folder. And from there, you can see it brings us to a bunch of nonsensical files, and you might think, oh, geez, what do I do? But actually, what you're going to do is you're actually just going to double-click. And what's going to happen is Steinberg is going to launch the library manager, which is the tool that tells programs like Halion and Groove Agent where all the sound files are. Once you've done that, you're going to be met with this window here, and it will actually search through that folder that we were in, and it's going to find every single one of the sound files that was in there, which is a really handy thing, because what you might think is that you'd have to do that one at a time, but you only have to do the first file in the folder, and it will import them all. I'm going to go ahead and install to the default location, and I'm going to keep the install files. I'm going to hit OK. And it's going to start chugging through this process, and you can see it has a little readout bar there on the top. And once it's finished, it gives us a nice little message saying that the instruments have been registered, and you can see if we scroll through, now all of my instruments from the Halion suite are installed and available, as well as the ones that I installed for Groove Agent. Now I need to go back here, and I need to do this for the Tails and the FM lab, and it's the same process. Click on the down arrow, open folder, takes me to the samples, double click, open in the library manager, hit OK, and it will go ahead and copy those into the location where they belong. And there you go, and we've got all of those instruments installed and up and running. If you were to do this in the Dorico window, the process looks the same. You would go to, say, marching band percussion, you would click down, hit open folder, and there is that same file type that you would double click on, and it will launch it into the library manager. But because I've already installed it, you'll see it says, hey, no action was performed because that sound has already been installed, which is another great feature, meaning it won't just keep overwriting or changing things that you don't want. So kudos to Steinberg for giving us a way of fixing it when we have this kind of major yet minor problem with getting our sounds installed. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.